Welcome, my name's Anthony King. I just wanted to say that this series is based upon my book, Living in a Bubble, which is available on paperback and Amazon Kindle. If you want to know more, you can find it on my website, anthony-king.com. Thank you. My name's Anthony King, and welcome back to my video series about mild autism spectrum disorder in adults, based on my book, Living in a Bubble. Let's continue from where we left off in our last video together. Advice on dealing with diagnosis. The time between discovering that I might have ASD and realizing that I did have ASD was exactly 4 days. Those 4 days were probably some of the most confusing roller coaster days of my life. I also felt complete loneliness and, if I'm honest, a little bit of fear and sadness. My feelings and perspective changed over those 4 days. At first, I dealt with it with humor. Then it slowly dawned on me that this was real, and that's when the real shock hit me. When I sat some people down who were close to me, they didn't seem to understand, nor did they seem to care. So, what to do next? You have ASD. Congratulations, because this alone is an amazing step forward. You now know that you have the strength inside you to see reality and to see the truth about yourself. Many people do not have the reflective qualities and integrity to even look within. There is a real fear with being potentially labelled as autistic, and I get that. But if you battle on, this can change your life for the better, bringing confidence, awareness, and strength, as well as some much needed solutions. There is hope beyond fear. Fear is natural, and you can eventually overcome it. It's natural that you will fear people's reactions too. You might even fear that your family and friends won't believe you because you yourself don't quite believe it yet. You might think that your own mind is playing tricks on you and seeing things that aren't there. And this is completely normal. Prepare. I wrote a list based on my research, 10 to 20 pages long, of bullet points, and I emailed them to an expert before I saw him. I printed out copies to take with me. However, the most important part of compiling this document was the mental journey it took me on. I was looking back at my life with different eyes and writing down the results objectively. I felt sadness, despair, shock, surprise, regret, and a wide range of emotions we have to go through. This package was essentially my life in written form, and with every bullet point being related to ASD. This contributed to resolving each one and my own personal development. Grieve. You will probably be very emotional and upset, and embrace this. Cry it and get it out. You are allowed, and it's a really important thing to do. You must allow yourself time to grieve and to process your experiences in a new light. It's so shocking to realize that you saw the world and all your life experiences in a totally different way sometimes. That in itself is discombobulating and will take an emotional and physical toll on you. Allow yourself time to process and mourn the life that you thought was real, but are now discovering was slightly different to how you perceived it. You will feel a range of emotions after diagnosis until you will finally reach acceptance. And I assure you, you will. There will be a brighter day, and the sun will rise in your life, and it will rise higher and brighter than before, because now you have clarity and an honest perspective of the world and your own limitations, and can work on those limitations and expand and improve. In fact, I believe strongly that normal people often do not ever take the opportunity to look within and change like we do, because we are forced to self-reflect, grow and change. Most people, and many people, are too lazy to do this. There is no time limit to this. It might take a few days, it might take a few months, or it might even take a few years. I was determined to deal with this full force, so it took me a few months to work this out within myself. But I firmly believe that this is a process, and it's a never-ending process of expansion, education, and personal development. It can be exciting to improve every day, so it's a journey with no time limit that you can pick up at any time. Okay, thanks for joining me today. We'll continue with more in our next video. See you then.